Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today it's time for another round of Flags of the World by Eric J. Mora. Played this one a couple times before now and have done, I think, okay, if I remember correctly. 20,000 points at some points, that's pretty good. Going to give myself, let's just say 3 minutes like normal and see how we do. Okay. Not sure about all my flags, to be honest. I know some of them well and others just do not come up. So here's the first location. And there, I think, is the first flag. So I believe that that is the Nigerian flag. And I think this sign on this building here will confirm it. So that will help. I think it says Nigerian there in the yellow writing. Let's just double check. Headquarters, Nigerian Army. Yeah, well, that's pretty clear then, isn't it? So the green, white, and green vertical stripes is what we're looking for there. The headquarters of the Nigerian Army. Right, well, where do we think that is? I mean, first of all, the cars were getting pulled over by the cops, so we're not off to a great start. You can quite clearly see their lights are on there. Now, I would assume, thinking Lagos, near Lagos. Abuja, maybe? Perhaps that makes more sense. We see that we're on a north-south road. And so, look, we've got here, for example, well, that's, no, something else. Some commercial headquarters. National Assembly. I believe that this is the capital. I'm right in saying that. So, yeah, we've got to go until we come across the road. Oh, and we came across the road a bit sooner than I expected, actually. So that's good. We were being tailed off the road here by this cop car. Now, where are we? Here we go. That is what we're looking for. Unfortunately, sign's not very clear. So let's get a bit closer to it. We're by the Rotary Club. It seems. Muhammadu Bari Way. Muhammadu Buhari. And we're going to have to quickly find the other sign. The reason I'm looking at it this way. It doesn't say much there, unfortunately. Can we see it here? Just, perhaps. No. Muhammadu Buhari Way. That's the road that goes north-south. Right. So I'm going to assume we're in Abuja and we need to find it. Muhammadu Buhari Way. There it is. Yes. And what are we looking for? Sterling Bank, National Library, Independence, Nigerian Defence Headquarters. Was that it? I think it possibly was. Which means that we would start here. Headquarters of the Nigerian Army. Yes, there we go. Right, well, we found it. So that's good. 50 yards, 5,000 points. Okay. That wasn't so much of a challenge to guess the flag as it was to find the exact location, but there we go. This is Estonia. I have to say, I think the Estonian flag is one of my favorites in the world. So I hope I'm right. Obviously we don't quite know where we are here, but I would assume, so what does this say? It's Uperi Yabale Ita. So is that maybe opera? I mean, this looks like it could be an opera house. We're in a photosphere, so unfortunately we cannot move. I think that is Uperi Yabal something Ita. Uperi Yabal Ita. Right, so we're going to have to go by a few other things. First of all, the road goes east-west. That's fine. Looks like there's a church to the south, and this building here to the south as well. David Lynch Art Life. So we're clearly in the arts district. We've got some kind of museum there, or gallery perhaps, and then to our west, running north-south, is this kind of park area. So I think we'll go straight into Tallinn, because I think that sounds plausible. running east-west, we've got a park. And, you know, so I'm thinking it's going to be something like this. East-west park running down here. There's the Solaris. Yes. Solaris shopping centre, that is. And, well, it says Solaris. But we've got a minute left, so plenty of time to work this out. Dead to the south. Are we up here then? This looks more like it. About here. Is there sort of a park? I wouldn't say there is, to be honest, so that's not very clear. What about this church? Or this other building? We've got definitely some concert hall there. Am I going nuts? This doesn't quite seem to line up. So there we go. But there is some parking across the way there. So that's the parking. I think we're right. Then I think we're right, and we're looking at this curved front edge of the building. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's save ourselves the time. Yeah, okay, fine. No, we were all right there. I was getting a bit turned around perhaps, but we were bang in the middle of Tallinn. Okay, fantastic. On to the next round. So 2 capital cities there, at least I think they are. Right, here's the next flag, and this is more of a challenge. I get confused between... So first of all, it doesn't look like this country, but it looks like the Polish flag almost. But then look, we've got here the coffee bean and tea leaf. FX is the name of this building. And this looks far more like East Asian, Southeast Asian. CIMB Niagara. CIMB, not sure about that. What do we have here? Policy, Rajawali. I think we're also in a photosphere here, so unfortunately we can't move. Wicker. And what are these? So are we looking at Vietnam, perhaps? I don't think so, because Vietnam is just red and with the yellow in the middle of it. So, what on earth are we looking at? I don't recognize it. The other one I'm thinking of is you know, like Monaco, but again we're not in Monaco, so we need to figure out where else we are. I'm thinking the other option is like Malaysia, but I think Malaysia's got another colour involved and like a sickle or something. So fast running out of time here. Can't read what that says either. But it feels more like Malaysia. Policy. Let's get in there. We need some ideas. It's definitely this part of the world. So, Thailand, no. Vietnam, no. Laos, Cambodia, possibly yes. Might put a safety pin down there. Malaysia, yes. Although I think the flag's wrong. Singapore, there's a good question. What's the Singapore flag? Possibly Singapore, but the buildings don't look like the Singapore. Or time just ran out. And we were just getting on to Indonesia. So that's the Indonesian flag, is it? What does that... I need to remember that then. So red and white, Indonesia. Red and white. And we were in Jakarta, which is I think the obvious guess for Indonesia. So there we go. Good one to know. Did not know that flag. Next round. Interesting. Don't see this flag very often, but this is the flag of Bosnia and Herzegovina, which I learnt because I did my flag test on Sporkle. I've just realised I don't quite know where that is, so I need to have a very, very quick look. There we go. Right, yes, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I did know, I just didn't know to hand. We're most likely then in Sarajevo. So let's get in there and see what we can see. Are we in a photosphere again? Yes, I think we are. We've just had the... Oh, no, we're not. No, we can move. Excellent. Okay, very good. And we're looking behind us there. This is clearly some main square. Looks very formal. We've got some nice flags here and so on. And I think I tried to go up here, but... Right. Interesting. So it seems to not quite be working, but we've just come around this corner here. So there's McDonald's back the way we came. This looks like the main square in Sarajevo, perhaps. Oh, and unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't seem to want to play ball. But we're coming up here to a river. There's some river there or some kind of crossing with a bridge, and that should be all we need because it's not a big town. So just to be clear, we're looking south there, although I really don't trust this particular image that we've got. So we're looking south at the main river, which is here, and I think we've started here because we came around this corner and there's two parks kind of in this quadrant, the top right and the bottom left squares here. We've come around here and now we're looking at this bridge over the river. So we started about here, and these paths here also line up with the paths in the park. So we are looking at the municipalities of central Sarajevo. These are administrative buildings, I think. Let's just go back to the beginning to double check. But look, I think that works. You can see the two parks there. And so that is where we are. Perhaps we started a bit closer to the corner. Guess. Excellent. Okay, on to the final round. Frustrated about Indonesia. Real sticking point for me there. This one's also going to be tough. No, it isn't. I mean, this building here is just absolutely colossal. So, very famous. We're in Romania. And I think that's the Romanian flag, so that confirms it. There's an excellent Top Gear episode where the old three, Clarkson, Hammond and May, go to Bucharest, and they explore the tunnels under this building in three supercars. Well worth watching. I'm stalling for time because I can't remember the name of it, but this is it here: the Palatul Parlamentului. And essentially, it was a private home built by a dictator or someone. But anyway, it's I'm sure Wikipedia will do a better job of explaining the situation than I can. But you can see how grand it is, and I think it's one of the world's heaviest building, the world's biggest building by mass, or something like that. It's absolutely crazy. So we're looking southwest at it, so that puts us at the northeast corner, which would be about here. We're not next to the park, actually, which should be up behind us and to the left. We should be able to see that, maybe. Up behind us and to the left. In there, I think that there's a park. We're actually just south of the crossroads here, opposite the entrance of this major building here, which I'm sure will be another ministerial building. Yes, it is, yes. The Ministry of Justice, perhaps. So I think we're pretty much spot on there, actually, to be honest. Perhaps a bit closer to this corner here. So there we are, Romania. Awesome. I'll leave you with one view of this building. Quite grand, hey? Okay, let's guess. And there we are, spot on again. So that's pretty good. Well, I think on this occasion we did pretty well. Frustrated about not knowing Indonesia, but you learn something new every day. The other ones we were pretty licked actually. So if it wasn't for that Indonesia round, we'd have had a high-scoring game. But anyway, 21,105. Thank you so much for watching. Do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.